Hi, I'm Jim Curtis, Holiday Valley's Mountain Operations Manager. Going to do an update on Mardi Gras 6-Pack Express. Since the last time we've updated, we've set all the towers. Setting the towers is a 4-step process. So you set the tower, you go up, unhook the cable, come back down, hook the cross arm on, set that up. 2 guys go up, bolt that down, and then you set the shiv trays, 1 on each side. So then you move the crane to the next tower and move on down the hill. We were able to get all 11 towers up in one day. It was 7 in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, but we got them all done in one day with thunder and lightning closing in fast. The bottom terminal has been enclosed since the last time we've talked. We've had a guy lining up the running rails. The running rails are what your grips, after they detach off the cable, they ride the running rails through the terminal in one side, back out the other. So where the 2 pieces bolt together on each side, there's a seam that had to be welded so that it's nice and smooth, and then you grind them and they're ready for grips. We've started the electrical work, top and bottom terminals. The top's probably 80% completed. I'm working on the bottom terminal now, putting up the heaters, running the wire for the safety circuits, anti-collisions, hydraulic tension, all that stuff. The bottom lift house has been built and it is all weather tight. All the windows are in it. We've started the stonework so it'll match all the other lift houses. Got a guy started doing all the electrical in the lift house today, putting up the receptacle boxes, switch boxes, lights for the lift house. The top lift house, we poured concrete for that. So that'll be the next step, will be to enclose and build the top lift house. This last week, we've dug top to bottom, tower to tower. We had to install a 37 pair phone line. You run it in the tower, back out of the tower to the next tower, and daisy chain it all the way to the bottom of the hill, along with a ground wire. And that runs in the top lift house and the bottom lift house, and that runs all your safety circuit and speakers on the towers. Also this week, we pulled the main hauler, main cable that holds the chairs. That consisted of putting the winch at the top of the hill. You run a lead line down, which is a smaller 9/16 line, up over all the shiv trains. You hook it to the main cable at the bottom. You winch the cable into the top, and it pulls a big cable up over all the shiv trains. And once we had it to the top, we take the winch, run the cable down the other side, move the winch to tower 2, and we repeat the process where we hook the cable to the winch, we hook the other end of the cable to the main haul rope, and we pull it down to tower 2. The next step would be pick the winch up, take it up to tower 5, run it back to the bottom, through the terminal, hook onto the main haul rope, winch it through the terminal, winch it up to tower 3, and get ready to tie it off. Cable splice is next week. It'll be a 2-day splice. Once the cable's all spliced, we'll put it up on all the towers and we'll be ready for the next step. Stay tuned, follow along, and we'll see you soon. Ready?
Yeah.
The bottom lift house, I gotta always have one. Had a stone guy start doing the outside stone work. If you know all how they, I'll scratch that.